Congress General Secretary Digivijay Singh's son Jaivardhan is quite likely the youngest candidate in the upcoming Vidhan Sabha elections. A first-timer in politics with his constituency, the area of Raghogarh, alien to him. He is busy connecting with the people to understand the issues which will set the tone of the polling. In a one-to-one with NNIS the Young Gun opened up about studying abroad, Raghogarh and the Congress. The 27-year-old Jaivardhan Singh holds a master's degree in public administration from the USA. Having come to Raghogarh few months back, he is busy these days reaching out to the average voter in over 450 villages in the constituency he wishes to take over. The walk into politics has not been easy. When he told his father Digivijay Singh of the Congress that he wished to be part of the game, his father advised him to work his way up from the grassroots.
What really actually convinced me to get into this field was the fact that since I was a kid, my mother always told me that whether your father is a chief minister or whatever position he might reach, your home will always be here in Raghogarh, because this is where we are from. This is where it's been generations since our family has been here, and we have a very close attachment to this place. And she said, don't forget the fact that whatever you learn, wherever it may be, it's all an experience, but you have to, at the end of the day, this is your home and these are your, the relationship we have with the people here, it's like family. And, my father in the last 30-40 years, first as, he has worked his way up from just being a Nagar Palika Adhyaksh to an MLA, to a minister, to a member of parliament, to a PCC president, to a chief minister. So, and throughout that career path, he has done tremendous work in this area. Whether you talk about his work, his number of factories, he's created huge amount of employment. We have the kind of education we have here. We have DPS, Satyasahi, JP University, there's a Jayajyoti school. We ourselves have our brand of schools as well. So we really worked. He's really worked on education, creating employment, healthcare. But at the same time, even now, currently as we speak, there's so many people who are still unemployed. Villages where there's no proper roads, electricity. My point being that, his work, my father's work in the area has been, internationally claimed. But even then, there's still a lot of poverty here. Not a lot, but it exists. And there are places where there's poor infrastructure, and there are people who are unemployed. And that's a challenge, to continue that work and to actually make it take it to a higher level. And the benchmark is huge. Today I tell the people of the area that don't be satisfied with what you have, but aim for more. We have to, if you have these number of factories and there's still people are unemployed, that means these are not enough. We have to create more. Create more jobs, create more industries that can employ people of this area.
Jaivardhan Singh acknowledges some of the good work being done. He calls the Congress a fine blend of youth and experience.
I think it's not about really a certain time period or a certain time in our democracy where the youth have to come in. I think the youth have always been there. The fact is that today our democracy, our party, we need a good mix of people who are senior and who have a lot more experience, as well as the assets which the youth provides. And even if you see today, the Congress party is the only party which has a really good blend of people who are senior, who have got 40 years experience in politics, whereas you also have these young ministers and member of parliament, even MLAs from the Congress, who are really doing good work and are a good example for fellow youth, like people like me. And in fact, and it should continue like that. There always needs to be a blend of youth and experience. And even if I go back to when my father was first an MLA, he was 30 years old when he got elected for the first time as an MLA. And he became even PCC president in his mid-30s. And all because of whom? All because of Rajiv Gandhi, who really, put his faith in youth and, gave them the responsibility of being, PCC president, Pradesh Congress Committee president at a very early age. And it's Digivijay Singh, Ashok Gehlot, Vilasrao Deshmukh, Ahmed Patel. They were all chosen at that point of time. Vaisa Reddy. They were all chosen in the same period of time, and they were very young and given a lot of responsibility. And I think that's what's happening now today too. And that's why I guess when we talk about the future, I think that's where Congress Party really has the biggest advantage, that we have this perfect blend of youth and experience.
This report was brought to you by NNIS.